Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. So things are going okay now, but we got off the ground slowly, again. And partially, you know, it's like you devote yourself to war. This is going to happen a little bit, right? But also, I don't know, man. Also, I just feel like I'm not, for some reason, whatever it was that was just clicking with me with all the other factions is not quite clicking with me in the same way with these guys. I do feel like I'm getting off the ground more slowly, which is crazy because we have an extra resource of buyout power. We should be actually getting off the ground more quickly, if anything. So I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. We might be okay, but we're still actually quite a few turns off of victory, and it's turn 120. So also somebody else might win the game out from under us. Who do I want to be in second? If we push the scientists along, we can get bonus food, we can get plus damage. But not plus damage in an important way. The problem we're actually having is troops. Yeah, I say we support these guys. Here's a question. Do I want to cheat? We could cheat, right? It's actually kind of a trivial amount of influence now. Yeah, let's cheat. Do I want these dudes to be in charge? Not particularly. I'm going to go, well, actually, plus 50% troops damage would be pretty cool. But I'm going to cheat, like, really hard. We're going to strong penalty to everybody else. Let's intimidate our citizens. This was way more powerful than I expected it to be last time we used it, but it looks like it was not powerful enough to put the militarists in charge. We are going to get them second. Yeah, alright, well, you know, it is what it is. We went for it. So, alright, right here, we should be able to do some very serious work, I would think. So we are all teched for short-range combat. We're going to turtle up on him. I mean, this is a lot of ship. The difference between a medium ship and a small ship is serious. But we're really well adapted to fighting him right now for the moment. Temporarily, I'm sure. So they have 59, 19, and we just have 46 tanks. This is the one we really got to get going. This is the important one. Actually, no, these are both important. We need the quadronics as well. Although we need more of this, so we need to start gathering it earlier. Distributed energy. When did I pick this up? Hold up, what's this? What's that from? Because that's something that I don't think I've seen before. Oh, you know what? That's fair. I often don't get this tech. Okay, so plus 10% all resources. Unfortunately, it requires quadronics, so not really feasible. All right, hold on a second. We'll get you set in a moment. Let's start sending ships to places. We just gotta like increase the number of boots on the ground. So right here, we have more manpower than they do, and we can bring in more manpower than they can bring in. Certainly, they have basically no ability to refresh. So I guess let's just keep producing ships. Actually, this is 876 industry for 300 manpower. This is 261 industry for 100 manpower. So the ratio is not hugely different. All right, let's try to build as many ships as they will let me build in one turn. If I throw this on the end, how many more ships can we? Okay, let's do this. We'll do 2 turns worth of shipbuilding, really just get a lot of stuff out, a lot of extra manpower, a lot of extra bombardment power, and hopefully wrap this up. And then we don't need the rest of his systems. Although, Antares does have Auriga. It's not terrible. We'll probably not stop the war. We'll go for Auriga. Alright, so let's let the Emperor's Shadow end here, or finish researching, and then let's see about maybe making some of those, because they're pretty good buildings. Yeah, our research speed is getting up there now.
Tell us what you plan.
I don't have any feelings about you, positive or negative, guy. Listen, I hate to do this to you. I know this is going to sound harsh, but when I'm not directly speaking to you, I do not think about you. So please just go do whatever it is you're doing over on your side of the galaxy, because I really have a lot of stuff on my plate right now. I let him have it. I feel bad about it. I feel bad about it even though he is a fake bug man from a video game. I still feel kind of bad about that thing I just said. Okay, we are getting food shipments that are huge. Let's just do this. We'll get that colony up pretty quickly. So what does it take to build one of these Emperor Zelavis thingies? Well, first of all, it requires some resources I don't have. How much? We're at 425. So it would be a lot of turns. Well, I guess Cheng is not exactly a powerhouse. So if we want to keep up purchasing power, if we want to keep doing this through purchasing. Oh wow, there's actually a lot of quadronics. There's enough quadronics. Maybe we should save up. Because if we can take this, and somebody's selling quadronics, so probably the price will actually go down. It is rarely the case that the AI sells a little bit of something and then is like, oh, that was all I needed. Usually once they've decided something is worth selling, it continues to be worth selling. So yeah, I guess let's like really focus on getting Nusakan. In fact, I'm going to focus on it this hard. Let's actually pull all the extra dudes back. Let's get this done. So starting the ground assault now. Yeah, I mean, let's go for it. We gotta get this. This is the biggest bottleneck here, is control of this system. Alright, we are messing them up pretty bad, and that's gonna continue to happen. After we finish these techs, and we have the ability to do the thing, or we have the ability to build the thing, we need to come back and pick up Mega Risk Containment, maybe. If I throw that on the end there, we'll see. Alright. Let's see if this is in the cards. Come on, don't defend yourself competently. Aw, he did.
In the name of the... Your actions.
Alright. It's nice to meet you, everybody, but we are very busy right now. So Zelavis Incarnate is maybe a little bit of a pipe dream at the moment. Turns out I maybe should have read the resource costs for the building. And the thing is, I knew that because we had researched it last time, and I just plumb forgot, you guys. You don't really need food. Actually, for some reason we're not having births. We're not at... Oh, these slots aren't... No, these slots are available. This one's locked. This one's locked. But these aren't. So we should still be having births. I don't know what's going on with that. Well, why don't we build a little bit of approval? And we'll figure it out after that. Because we got a lot of stuff on our plate, like I keep saying. So if we can't use influence to buy out any of these Zelavis Incarnates because we are completely out of Adamantium, what do we want to use it on? Obviously, researching tech is good. Come on, just give up. Okay, we're close to being able to take them just by force. Probably next turn. Give me more. Give me more. I mean, we can buy stuff on the marketplace with influence. I haven't been, but we totally can. So maybe I'm not too worried about... Yeah, we'll probably be able to afford to buy the resources we need to buy. But the earlier we get Nusakan, the less we will have to buy. That'll speed things up. You guys are still ecstatic, so that's great. Why don't you do this? We could use even more influence. Alright, so this turn we get Nusicon, hopefully. Also, there's a ship right there, and it's not being completely destroyed. That's my bad. We'll launch this attack at the very moment the game will allow us to. Come on. There we go. Well, that moment was enough to let the number of ships at that system triple. Alright. Stop fighting. Okay, so we're getting 8 of these per turn. That's fantastic. So how much? We need 3 more turns of attack, and then we can start building. There's a battle at Timos. These guys are not going to want us to be in short range. Okay, I guess they know what's coming. Sorry, guy, we're not done with you yet. Also, I am, like, extremely not sorry. So at this point, I think we actually don't need that much more science to win this game. Let's refocus a little bit. We definitely do want to get microwave pipes up everywhere, because it looks like influence is... I mean, surprise, influence is going to be important. Alright, next turn we'll queue that up. Obviously, we are still refusing. This is starting to get a little expensive. It's interesting that he's having to pay a lot less per turn now. I wonder why. Is it because he has less? Is the payment that is forced by the true screen a percentage of your net income or something, maybe? Alright, we have lots of reinforcements incoming. He can hold us off for a while via conscription, but we can really bring a lot of dudes down on his head. That is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to end up using our influence for, is purchasing the resources necessary to build these things. 2 more turns of research puts us at 128, and then we have to do 3 very large buildings. The Wellbeing Foundation is actually going to be valuable in some places. We actually are... We're having some approval problems in the places that we've recently conquered, if you can believe it. Alright, we are crushing them. We now have the mining to bring these online, but hold on. How much do we need to make these? We're going to need 75. Okay. So that's actually not that bad. Basically, I was debating whether we even want to build these or whether we should save up the resources, but I think we can just go straight for these. So actually, we should do it, though, in the places in the Empire that already have... Like, let's sort by industry. Can we see the actual number? 430, 1041, 1261. So Yersh, Viacherus, and Mira, probably, are the places that need this, if we can afford to build it. It's going to take forever, and I don't want to spend all this influence because we need to buy quadronics with it. Well, I guess let's start building it here. And then we will build other stuff everywhere out. Like, there's not a lot of important stuff left to build. You are at ecstatic already, so we don't need any of that. I guess you can just make us dust? Making science doesn't really help us that much anymore. But dust will help us with buying things and whatnot. Okay, we don't really need to push Horatio out of the universe, but, like, all 3 of these systems are really good, so, like, let's get them, right? What was your quest? Search Bouchier. Yeah, okay. I see, your quest was a bunch of nonsense. That's why I didn't do it. Now, let's get that built. Let's get this built. You should maybe do this. Alright, sources of influence and sources of dust. Because when we get perfect negotiations, we don't really need science anymore. We actually should swap. Well, I guess let's finish doing the research. It's one more turn at the rate of research we're currently at, so let's wrap that up. Okay. Let's merge some stuff up here. I'm assuming that he's going to have adapted his ships to us at some point. Okay, yeah. So let's stay at long range. He's bringing entirely energy weapons and energy shields to our fight, so this will be interesting. We definitely want to go power to shields. This will give us a little bit of an advantage.
We have...
Sorry, clicked the wrong thing. I didn't mean to hang up on you there. Oops. That time I meant to. Have 3 systems with only Horatio population? No. You know what? I don't care about making the Horatio happy. Let's go capture Auriga. So is he... Okay. We do have the system. We do have the planet. We would just have to actually get the tech. But we may be able to buy all that we need. It's not really a big deal. So yeah, we already have it queued up. Okay. Let's let this tech finish, and then we'll figure everything out. Alright, so we now have the ability to build the wonders. Mira, Yersh, and our capital world are the places where we have the highest industry. So let's figure this out. Alright, we're gonna need 30 quadronics? Wait, I've already forgotten. Yeah, 30 quadronics. So what does 30 quadronics run on the open market? We don't have to start these all right this second. 30 quadronics is too much. We cannot afford that. We can buy, like, 19 quadronics with this, with influence. And then one more with dust and start 2 of them this turn. And then we can go in on resources for the rest. So we need to also acquire some adamantium. We don't have enough adamantium for even one of them right now. We can afford a very small... You know what? Let's just buy one. We'll start building one this turn. We don't have enough money to start the second one this turn. So... Yeah, Yersh is actually the most productive world in the... Or the most productive system in the Empire. That's a little bit embarrassing for me. Okay, and remember it's still important to stockpile approval, or influence and stuff. So is there anything... Yeah, we could build this. That would be a good idea. There's a fair amount of population here. There'd be an extra 100 influence per turn. So any place that's not building something of vital importance should probably switch to public 3D printing at this point. Yeah. We are not, at this point, going to be able to complete anything of import anywhere. Let's just get money, get paid. Mira. I mean, if we build this here and have Mira be the place where the third one gets started... Yeah, I mean, I guess so. That's fine. Nusicon can finish that and then start making us some dust. Yeah, Timos can finish that. We have a reasonable population here. And then start making dust. Nair should probably finish this. Yeah, the amount of dust that Nair would make is not a huge deal to put off for a couple of turns. You're just terrible at building things. You've never been good at stuff. 97 industry. You know what? You just keep chugging. You just keep being you. Alright, let's do this. Obviously, 16 turns is pretty unacceptable. What is their hero contributing? I mean, a lot, actually. Yeah, this world just doesn't have enough base industry. We could swap to geo-industrial plants. Yeah, that helps. I'll just drag this down here. For some reason, you can't alt-click system improvements, or those system specializations. Planet specializations? Whatever they are. What is this? What is this nonsense? What are you doing? Okay, we did kill him. He didn't get to run away or anything silly. Alright, let's kill that civilian vessel. We could really use the money. Alright, next turn we'll make a bunch of resources that we can use to buy more adamantium, plus 14 more adamantium, so we'll definitely be able to start the second obelisk. It's just a matter of getting a hold of 10 more quadronics. What is the quadronics thing here? Is producing 3 per turn. Yep, everybody's making good progress on their stuff. Nusicon has been singularity, but it stopped immediately? Did he cancel it? Yeah, it doesn't actually seem to be affected. Well, these guys would be outputting a little bit more if they were happier. How about... That's a lot of turns, actually. I guess we can change up our laws, too, though, huh? Like, we don't need this anymore. We're already running the Super Tax Act. We don't really want to do anything that's going to cost us a lot of influence. But Cram Exam Act was making us a little bit unhappy. How happy are we now? We're pretty happy in most places. We could run Toys for Boys because we don't care about our science very much anymore. And we could also run +2 approval on systems. This must be a typo. It just doesn't seem right. Yeah, okay, how about that? How about now? Mostly pretty happy. Nusicon really does just need some approval buildings, though, unfortunately. What is that? That is a Horatio Logistics fleet. I don't have any idea what they're doing. Oops, I attacked with the wrong guys. Retreat! I changed my mind. Why is the 2 command point fleet at the top? Ridiculous. Okay, so I let us build up the adamantium naturally. Hopefully that will not end up costing us anything meaningful. You guys obviously are going to have to switch it up. We have a lot of hot worlds here, so that'll help. Geo-industrial plants are doubly effective on hot worlds. Oh hey, this guy hit level 5. Hooray. No thanks. Okay, so how close are we to being able to buy 10 more quadronics? It's actually not that expensive. We'll be able to buy it pretty soon. So mega risk containment's not actually going to give us any benefit at all, I think. No. No, I'm going to take this from you. Just swarm them with little fighters. It's going to be like Everspace out there. And if there's one thing I've learned from Everspace, it's that large ships never beat small ships. Never, ever, ever. It has never happened. Please believe me, do not go and watch the series. Alright. We're doing everything right. It's a matter of waiting now. We might actually be able to get this started a little bit sooner. How much would it cost to buy, like, can I buy some of the quadronics with... Yeah, actually, we can definitely buy the 10 quadronics. Right, because we just go 9 of it with dust, and then 1 of it with influence. And then we need to buy 3 adamantine with influence. Okay. Should we get this, like... This is the right system, right? Yeah, it's just that the third best place is a lot worse than the first two, due to the presence of the hero. Yeah, this is 256, 274. None of these are close. Okay, what's up? Nusakan got manipulated and then they canceled it again. It's very strange. It's very strange behavior. Oh, they have planes now. Neat. We might want to readjust the balance of our troops, but also we might want to not care about that. So I think we probably do want to finish this. We'll be able to buy out the Zelavis Incarnate pretty soon. And then as soon as one of the other obelisks is finished, we can move the hero responsible for it over and have him work on this. So I mean, we're on our way, but it's a long road from here, and I'm not confident necessarily that we will get there without one of the AI overtaking us on one of the internal victory types. It's good, though. The race is good. It should feel like a race. Hey, we got 100 free antimatter. Neat.
Your actions.
I don't know why I'm even clicking on those. Like, what could someone have to say to me that I would care about? Alright, so we need 5506, we have 5483. There's nothing we can do to suddenly gain influence, right? If we go for this, I mean, we'll get it. Whatever, let's just start in on him. Yeah, so resources didn't really end up being a problem. We didn't lose, we did not lose very many turns of production to those. Okay, we should research, I guess, one of the endless things. What's going to give us the most benefit? 1 resource per citizen or plus 15% resources. I think it's better for us to research one that's going to give a larger increase in a particular place, right? A larger focused increase in the places where we're building the stuff. Alright, so let's buy this out. Ah, yeah, just bomb the hell out of them. You know how... I shouldn't even have to tell you guys this anymore. Okay, so 33 turns, obviously reduced somewhat by the fact that we're going to have... Oh, we left 1 troop alive? That's a shame. Okay, not bad considering how little military tech we actually ended up having to grab. So, what does this look like? It looks like about 3,000, a little bit less than 3,000 influence to a single turn of construction here. What about here? Yeah, here it's a little more. So I'm trying to figure out how much we can buy off exactly. We'll be able to get a few turns of construction off of one of them, and then, like I said, move the hero to Mira. Alright, we have taken that, and I mean, let's finish it, I guess, right? Let's leave 1 10-ship fleet right here in defense mode. I'm not going to do this because we want the dust for other stuff. It's a shame we can't do partial buyouts, where, like, we buy out the rest of the progress, but partially in dust and partially in other stuff. Partially in dust, partially in influence, because that would be nice. As it is, I don't think we're going to end up getting a lot of value out of our dust anymore at this point. I guess we can use our dust to buy out industry improvements, if there are any. I guess this? Nope, never mind. We're never going to get anywhere near that. And yeah, the system actually couldn't build anything that would give it more industry. Oh, we could change these. That's certainly something. Okay, it's gonna be 29 turns either way. Yep, influence. Get us more influence. Alright, so I think we're going to be in a position to buy maybe... We're going to be able to buy 4 turns off of Yersh's obelisk, I think, and then move that hero over. That's still going to put us, like, past turn 150 for finishing things, I think. That's not great. Alright, he can't have much fleet left, right? Did he do his retreat in place thing again? He did. I would love to know how that works. Do I think I could take him with 2 corvettes? Yes, I do. Was I overzealous? One of those isn't even upgraded properly. He retreated again. What? This time he actually retreated. I don't think that you are allowed to do that. To retreat a second time. No. 7,500 dust. Actually. No. No. 1,400 dust is maybe going to affect things. So, taking this world might affect things too. Or the system, right? It's a developed system. It could contribute a significant number of resources. I'm going to not do it. Also, I kind of just, like, want to spite him a little bit. Because I don't care for the way he's treated me so far. Alright, well, we've gone all in here. We've committed to our strategy. We shall see if it is actually helpful. What's up? Somebody's gonna win a thing that I don't care about? Oh no, not a thing I don't care about. Whatever shall I do? Well, my fleets don't really have a huge amount of manpower, do they? Well... You guys should be full. Nope. We gotta wait. Take control of Antares a little bit more fully, I guess. Let's send him back to something that we've owned for a little bit longer. See if we can get a refill over here. And Lacerta is just bravely soldiering on. We should probably swap you to public 3D printing. Although, again, at the rate of gain of dust, we're probably not actually going to be able to do anything meaningful with dust. Ever. So we're just not going to accumulate enough dust quickly enough. We can do this with our dust. Make this world build faster. This isn't even valuable. I don't know, man. Build food or something. Listen, I'm not heartless. I just don't care about you. Because you don't matter. If you did matter, I swear I would. So you can take that to the bank. Alright, let's try to grab this ship that I didn't notice until after I'd hit end turn. Oh, it's just their hero resurrecting and then immediately launching as a fleet for some reason. That is not what I would do in that situation. He retreated into the hangar, which is another thing that I'm pretty sure I can't do. Okay. There we go. That fleet has full manpower. Alright, so we took those guys, that's fine.
We have your rational leader.
Again, I don't... What am I even clicking for? So... We buy this out. And we move Sigma the Second over to here. Because he has Vox Populi, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, that took some turns off of that. So 12 turns. We're gonna end on 150. Unless we accelerate the buyout a little bit, obviously. Yeah, I think we should do this. I think we have it. We will be able to do it. I don't know when the AI is going to win, but we're at least giving them a semi-competitive ending date now. I don't know. 150 is pretty bad relative to the science victories and stuff that we've been winning, but to be fair, I think that it's more difficult to do this, like, halfway military into a springboard, into an internal victory type thing. And I'm just not good enough at it yet. What does he have? Yeah, okay, whatever. Apparently I somehow still had the 2 ships selected. Whatever, it's fine. He retreated to, I guess, this, probably. Alright, let's get the ground battle started. With the fresh men that are being brought in by this fleet, we definitely have him. Interestingly, Lacerda's not in danger of being converted. I guess Yellow must not have gone into that quadrant of the tech tree at all. So at this point, all that really matters is resources for rushing stuff. And no amount of dust is going to lead to a rush. Whatever. I don't have time for this. But I do want to eliminate Horatio just kind of on principle. The most this could cost us is a turn.
Your actions and words do not bring solace to the heart.
That's because I don't care about the heart. My actions and words don't bring solace to anybody. It's just not who I am as a person. Somebody should have told you. Your ambassadors are making some serious errors in judgment here. Okay, so we'll probably be able to finish on 48, I think. We'll just officially support these guys, and then it won't matter. Really, the ecologists. I guess I wasn't really paying that much attention to the political stuff. I don't think it matters. Right, there's no way that there's a law that we actually want to pass from them, is there? No. Oops. What happened? Decisive victory. Cool. Horatio is dead, I believe. I think so.
Your actions threaten that.
Okay, as always, they have retreated. Let's send, I don't know, 20-ish ships over here. 20 command points worth of ships to deal with this. You guys just, I guess, make dust or something. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. You petty mortals and your squabbles about academies and... I say unto you, think. Look deep within yourself and ask. Do I care about this? Does this matter to me? I think the answer will surprise you. Yeah, man, I wish these colors were a little bit less similar. Look at how difficult it is to tell these apart. Like even just like here and here, if you're not looking at them right next to each other. Oh, hey, an event. Plus industry at all costs. Okay, the Horatio and the Sophons have allied. Yeah, I don't want to fight you either. That sounds very tedious. Get them. All these ships that they've just been building protectors and then retreating them to this asteroid belt. Or this asteroid field, rather. Okay, well, I've had enough of your retreat in place nonsense. I brought 2 fleets this time. You are dead. Alright, we should probably try to negotiate peace with the Sophons just so that I don't have to... They want me to give them gamma absorption? Whatever, fine. The thing I like about that truce is that it doesn't cost me any influence. Okay, so all fleets in don't ask me for orders mode. And let's sprint to the finish here. So we're about to hit Wealth of the Endless, which will give us a little bit more income. Might take a turn or 2 off of these, probably about 1. It might effectively take 2 turns off in that it gives me more income as well. Now we're just waiting. Waiting for the AI to finish what I hope are completely irrelevant turns. Okay, so 5 turns. Actually, we can finish next turn. We can finish that. And this doesn't matter. I guess the next best thing to do would be that. We could have built some. Well, I guess I didn't. I could have put some industry buildings in the research queue and maybe bought those out with dust to accelerate it better. Not sure. But I mean, the amount of dust that it takes to rush something at this point is just completely infeasible to use them on to use dust on the obelisks in any way. Right. So this turn, zoom to me back out. This turn we'll be able to do this. And we're almost done in the capital. Don't quite have the resources to force that to be done any sooner. Yes. Yes, I know. Thank you for telling me. I'm not sure why it takes so long. I guess maybe it's giving, like, if they had allies or anything, it's giving their allies a chance to give them a world or two if they want to try to keep them alive. It's not really a huge incentive to do something like that, though. Okay, well, I mean, it kind of looks like we got it. It sort of looks like it. We just have to hope nobody wins the game right this second. Okay, cool. I gained 6 levels. Yes, well done. You are a true hero. I don't even know. Here, take all of these skills. Okay, 147. Not awesome. I think that may be our slowest victory of the victories that we've won. Maybe Cravers were slower. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, hey, you can see that final victory cinematic.
All our enemies have fallen before us. Heretics, dissidents, empires, even the old gods. We stand at the cusp of a great future, an eternal empire, led by an eternal emperor.
It does invalidate, in a way, some of the struggling we were doing during the storyline. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we did it. That was not a great win, but it was a win. Sort of what counts. So now we've seen all of the mechanics. We understand all the different parts of the game. But obviously, my optimization's pretty bad. My analysis is pretty loose. We're going to have to actually do some math. So come back next time. Let's finish looking at all these pretty graphs. And then also looking at this. Come back next time. We are going to maybe do something a little bit different. Tomorrow's episode might be a little bit less let's play a game and a little bit more let's try some things and do a little bit of math on camera. Hopefully it will still be interesting and enlightening, useful to everybody, including me. And we'll see you then.